he hath put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an
offering for sin. How about verse 12?
Therefore will I divide him a portion with the great, and he shall divide the spoil with the strong, because he hath poured out his soul unto death.
Now his resurrection in Psalm 16. I mean, this is incredible. Verse 8, right through 11. Are you enjoying this? Are you learning? Good. Keep listening. Keep going.
I have set the Lord always
before me. I've set the Lord always before me, because he's at my right hand, I shall not be moved. Keep going.
Therefore my heart is glad, and my glory rejoiceth. My flesh also shall rest in hope. For thou wilt not leave my soul in hell, neither wilt thou suffer thine Holy One to see corruption. Thou wilt show me the path of life.
Now it's amazing when it says you'll show me the path of life. That's the resurrection. In your presence is fullness of joy. At your right hand, that's the ascension. Is joy. Pleasures forevermore. Now there's something amazing, and then I'm done. Psalm 71, look at verse 20 and 21 quickly. In those two verses are the sufferings of the Lord, his death and resurrection and ascension, all in one portion. All right, let's go.
Thou which hast showed me great and sore troubles.
That's his sufferings.
Shalt quicken me again.
That's his death and resurrection.
And shalt bring me up again from the depths of the earth.
Resurrection, keep going.
Thou shalt increase my greatness.
That's his ascension.
And comfort me on every side.
Can you believe that? Can I show it to you again? Go back to, please, one more time, verse 20.
Thou which hast showed me.
I'll show it to you because you read too fast. Thou which hast showed me great and sore troubles. That's his sufferings. Now this is David writing that hundreds of years before. Shall quicken me again. Resurrection. You'll bring me up from the depth of the earth. Resurrection. Then the next verse says, you'll increase my greatness. Ascension. Comfort me on every side. What a God. What a God. Now, all right. The word of life. I want you to really now pay attention. I know you have, but I've gotta get this through to you. I'm not the same Ben Hinn as that was 10 years ago, because the Word of God has done such amazing work in me. I didn't realize it would actually do it. There's power. We live in a gigantic cemetery. I get your attention, good. We live in the flesh, in the natural world. We live in a gigantic cemetery. Everything we look at is dying. When a baby is born, that baby begins to die. The whole world goes in reverse from the moment of birth. They go from life to death, from health to disease, from strength to weakness, and so on. So the world is going backwards, meaning they're looking through the rear view mirror their whole life. Nobody in the flesh is driving forward. Can I say it again? Nobody in the flesh is driving forward. They're driving in reverse from the second of birth. Something happens to you and happened to you when you got saved. You stopped going in reverse. You began to go in drive. You began to go forward. Now you're going from death to life, from weakness to strength, now from disease to health, and so on. That happens and continues to happen as the Word of God fills your life. Now, I just said earlier that we are living in a gigantic cemetery, and death, which reigns in this natural world, has domain over the people that live in this natural world. Now think about every book that these people have written out there eventually die with them. The only book that cannot be touched by death is the Bible. It's called the Book of Life, the Word of Life. What is it called? One more time. Philippians 2:16, please. What does it say?
Holding forth the word of life.
Wait, one more time.
Holding forth the word of life.
Keep going.
That I may rejoice in the day of Christ, that I have not run in vain, neither labored in vain.
So Paul is talking about holding forth the word of life as he preached and declared it. Now that word of life that he declared, John said something amazing about it in 1 John. Let's go to 1 John chapter 1, please, verse 1.
That which was from the beginning, which we have heard, which we have seen with our eyes, which we have looked upon, and our hands have handled, of the word of life.
Stop. Are you getting all this? Paul said, I declared it. John said, I touched it. Shall I repeat that? Paul said, I declare the word of life. John said, I handled the word of life. Meaning he is the word of life. In Revelation 19, we find his name is called the Word of God. So the Word of God is a person. Remember earlier I said every book is a picture of the person, but the Bible is the person. He is the Word. The Word and the Lord are one. It's a revelation of Him. Now, the Lord, can we go to Hebrews 4, verse 12 and 13 also? Because there you see both. In Hebrews 4:12, it talks about the declared word. In 13, the incarnate word. Because we just saw it there in Philippians 2:16 and 1 John 1:1. Let's just go now. All right, Hebrews 4, which we all know anyways. Verse 12 says,
For the word of God is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit and of the joints and marrow.
Now, so he's talking about the word that we declare, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart, which I'll talk about in just a second. Keep going.
Neither is there any creature that is not manifest
in his sight. Wait, hold. In his sight, he goes from the word declared to the word who he is. He is the word. In his sight. Keep going. And all things.
But all things are naked and opened unto the eyes of him.
Him with whom we have to do. It's about the person now. He is the word of life. Say that, please. Now in 1 Peter 2, the Bible also says something quite remarkable. Peter mentions in verse 23 which